You love your colleagues.
All right, let's talk about those who are trying to get on planes at this time of year. International travel at the best of times can be challenging. Now, throw in a global pandemic, sudden border closures, and things become considerably more interesting. For former journalist, author and editor Ken Haley, 2020 was meant to have been a year of nothing but travel. A wheelchair user, he'd planned his 12-month trip meticulously from where he'd stay to even sometimes what he would eat. So when COVID hit, however, his plans were thrown out the window. But as the drum's Bethan Smolenick found out, it wasn't enough to make him return home to Melbourne.
With my usual impeccable timing, I decided it would be a good year to go travelling. So I had planned this journey across the Caribbean and Central America to last a whole year. At the beginning of March in Cuba, COVID was just something happening a long way away. Nothing was affected. There were no people wearing masks. On the 13th of March, I was in the rural town of Santa Clara. I get up, I open the double doors, and over near the reception is a nurse wearing full PPE gear and in a visor carrying a thermometer and a clipboard. I knew something had changed. I continued the journey. I arrived in a southern town and the bus station manager had come in and said, all you foreigners have to leave the country within 48 hours. In 40 years of travel, I've never woken up not knowing where I'm going that night. I got the last seat on the second last flight out of Havana. I decided then, look, I've put a lot of investment in this journey. I'm not going to automatically go home. So I thought, well, I can financially wait this out for a couple of months if any Caribbean islands reopen. They did start to reopen in June, and that's when I started to travel to the Caribbean. There was the idea that I had entire beaches to myself. The reality, of course, was that it wasn't just cruising through these islands and being handed daiquiris on a platter and pina coladas everywhere you go, because a lot of places were closed. Where a museum was open, for instance, I would rush in. I was the first visitor to the Antigua National Museum, which had been closed for 3 months. One of the great pleasures of travel is just to sit almost passively at a table with a coffee or a tea and just watch the world go by.